Happy morning, students. Welcome to Science Online Learning. Today we are going to learn chapter 15 in Science, and the name of the chapter is Synthetic Materials. So what is meant by synthesis? Synthesis means putting two or more things together. So synthesis means making something by putting together two or more things. So when you look at this picture, you could see when two or more molecules join together, some material is formed out of it. So it is called synthesis. So what is meant by synthetic materials? The materials made by combining the chemicals in the factories is called as synthetic materials. So what is synthetic material, children? The materials which are made up of combining the chemicals in the factories, they are called as synthetic materials. So that is why we also call them as artificial materials and man-made materials. Yes, and from where do we get the synthetic materials? We get the synthetic materials from natural things like plants, coal, natural gas and petroleum. Then we put together these molecules to make new materials. Some synthetic materials are formed when many number of molecules they combine together to form a long chain. So as you can see in this picture, many group of molecules they combine together, they form a long chain, and it is called as synthetic materials. Next we are going to learn about plastics. So what are plastic materials? Why do we use plastics? We use plastics for making various things which we use in our day-to-day life. For example, the comb we use is made up of plastic. The buttons in our shirts and pant is made up of plastic. The televisions we use, the computer we use, various bottles and other containers we use in the kitchen, they are all made up of plastic. So what is plastic? Any material that can be easily molded, which can be made into different shape is called as plastic material. So any material that can be made into different shape is called as plastic material. And what are some of the natural plastic materials? Clay, rubber and natural plastic materials. So now we are going to see some of the advantages. Advantages means benefits about plastic. So why do we prefer to use plastic container than an iron or steel container? It is because the plastics have certain characteristics which are very useful to us. First, plastics are very cheap, okay? They are of low cost, so we prefer to use plastic. Second one, they are light, it's strong, which means even though they are light weighted, it is strong, okay? It won't get broken very easily. And third one, they are durable in nature, which means they last for a long time. We can use plastic containers or plastic things for a long time. And plastics can be made into any shape. We can change the shape of plastic to any type. We can make buttons from plastic. Same time we can even make a big container out of plastic. We can make tubes or sheets out of plastic. And they can make up for shortage of natural resources. So when there is a shortage of natural resources like iron or steel, we can go for plastic. And many kinds of plastics can be recycled. So we can recycle the plastic. So these are the various advantages of using plastics. Next, we are going to learn about some of the properties of plastic. First one, plastics are not affected by chemicals. So when you look at this picture, Lysol bottle, acid, Harpic, all out. So all these are chemicals. So we store chemicals in plastic containers. It is because plastics are not affected by chemicals. And second one is your umbrellas and raincoats are all made up of plastic because they are waterproof materials, which means water cannot pass over a plastic. So plastic are waterproof. So that is why they are used to make umbrellas, raincoats, etc. Next, electricity do not pass through plastic. So that is why our switch box, wires, plug points, they're all made up of plastic to protect us from shocks. Next, many plastic they do not get hot very easily. So that is why we use plastic to make the handles of the utensils like spoons or any vessels. Your cookers all have handles made up of plastic. Next, plastic are used to make a large number of things we use daily. So we use plastics to make comb, toys are made up of plastic, your powder bottle or powder container is made up of plastic, your sellotape is plastic, the color you use is made up of plastic, the staplers are having plastic in it. So all the things we use in our day-to-day life are made up of plastic. And plastic is also used for packing the things, for packing various things. The small zipper bag we use, the small cover we use for covering your scale, or all the things, for the cover you use for your pen is all made up of plastic. So plastics are also used in packaging or packing something. Students, we discussed about the uses of plastics. Now we are going to learn about some of the bad side of plastic. So many places you would have seen no plastic zone or say no to plastics. This is because plastics are very harmful to our health and also for our environment. So why plastics are very harmful, we say, is because of three main reasons. First one is plastics are non-biodegradable. Children, what is non-biodegradable? Non-biodegradable means they cannot be broken down or degraded by natural decomposers. So natural decomposers like saprophytes and bacteria, they cannot break down the plastic. So what happens is these plastics are not non-biodegradable. So when we throw the plastic things away, they pile up and they will pollute the environment. Okay, they cannot be degraded. They cannot be broken down by natural decomposers. Next one, plastic bags and the plastic bottles, your disposable cups, all create lot of problems to our environment. So when you throw a plastic bottle or a plastic cup in a drainage, okay, what will happen? It will block or choke the drain. Because of it, the drain will overflow. So they also harm the animals. When animals eat the plastic which is found in the garbage, it causes harm to the animals also. Then burning plastic and the process of producing plastic also produce harmful gases which pollute the air. So that's why the people who are working in the plastic factories, they always suffer with lot of problems. Their lungs are damaged and lot of respiratory problems occur. So students, in this video, to summarize, we studied about plastics. So what are plastics? Plastics are any material that can be molded or made into different shapes. And we saw that rubber and clay are called natural plastic materials. And then we learned about the good and bad side of plastics. We also discussed about synthetic material and how they are prepared. So thank you children for watching this video till the end. You can complete your assignments. Have a nice day.